going on, everybody? Back here today on a Wednesday. Day off for me. A day to just kick it and talk about vape stuff. Do vape stuff. Rebuild my heads. Get myself going for the next few days. This is what I do on my off days. Nothing exciting. Just rebuilding. My life has been overtaken by rebuildables. Happened to the days of vaping a Caro and being nice and simple. Those were the days. But anyways, off of that, we talk about the Kanger Protank 2 today. And no, I'm not using the Kanger Protank right now. I am still using the Kanger Protank 1. The Protank 2 is in its box. I have just cleaned it and packed it all back up nicely because we're going to go into it and break it down and all the good stuff. It has been reviewed probably a few times, actually probably a lot of times. I'm just going to do my due diligence and do the review for you guys to give you my take on it. Just to start off, I say I loved the Kanger Protank 1 and I still love it. I rebuilt the heads on it and still this is my second one because the first one had an accident. So give me a second here. We'll get right into Kanger Protank 2. 'Cause I don't know where you're going, but you got room for one more trouble, so I don't know where I'm going, but I don't think I'm going home. And I said I'll check in tomorrow if I don't wake up there. So right now I'm using the Kanger Protank 1 and it's still working exceptionally well. It's about 2 months old and I'm going on the first head they sent me with this Protank because I've just rebuilt it over and over and over. So yeah, we're going to talk about the Protank 2. Before we get off that, you'll see I'm supporting my new Bears hat. It was just my birthday a few days ago. So I'm going to have a lot of new stuff to review, presents that I've bought for myself, and fake stuff that my wife and other people have purchased for me. So the good news for you guys is maybe some interesting reviews coming in the future, actually. So we'll forget about all that. Let's do what we're due to talk about today, and that's the Protank 2. This is the packaging it's going to come in. Just a standard cardboard box here. Yeah, just standard cardboard box. I mean, you can take a look at it again. It says 18 and plus, Kanger Tech, Protank 2 Clear Atomizer Series, and it is sealed here, but obviously mine's not because I have been using it. You set this aside here, and when you open up the packaging, just slides right out. They've done away with the jewel box because of cost. I mean, who cares about packaging? Packaging is not the end-all be-all. It's the product that really matters. You get your little manual, your little how to assemble guide there. It's a pretty clear, straightforward assembling guide for people that haven't ever used the Protank or Protank 2. And a nice little manual with a chart of resistances and resistances and what wattages and voltages you should be using it at, and also fill guides on there. So again, nice for people that are inexperienced with these types of devices. It's good to see that they're finally writing it or drawing it out well and in English. So in the box, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get obviously the Protank 2. You're going to get 2 heads and the beauty ring, which seems to be the standard for the Protanks. There's your beauty ring right there. Standard beauty ring, same as all the other Protanks that you get. You get 2 heads. One of them I have currently in use, but they come in the little condom, and the head sits right in there. And then the part that you want the most, the Protank 2. And that's it right there. It says Kanger Tech on it. It says Protank 2. It does come with a drip tip. There you go. Nice little stainless steel, cheapy drip tip. I don't know. Looks pretty nice on here, actually. Fits really nice on there. And same, bottom base per se. Wouldn't be a review if I didn't drop anything, but there's the bottom base. Typical to the other base. It's exactly the same as the other base. I guess before we get into nitty gritty details, let's talk about where I got it. I got this one from, I'm not going to remember where I got it from. Way to be prepared. God damn, where did I get this from? 101vape.com. They're, I believe, a new vendor. I saw them on, again, Vapor Joe's blog. And I paid $17.99 with shipping, so about 18 bucks shipped, which isn't bad. Their shipping is cheap. It's usually about 2 bucks to ship. Shipping is great, and customer service is also great. I'd recommend ordering from 101 Vape if you're looking for somebody in the U.S. to order things from and you want to get it soon. That's where you want to go. I know Fast Tech has the Protank 2 for about 15 bucks. It's a difference of 2 or 3 bucks. So, and then a difference of a month waiting and shipping. So you can weigh your options. Let's see. So yeah, $17.99. There was a coupon. Actually, the Protank was like 15 something, $15.80, but $1.99 shipping. It was on discount, so I don't know what it is now. I think it's $17.99 plus shipping. But regardless, it's going to be between that $15 to $20 price range. That's what you're looking to pay for this, and it's definitely worth that. Let me switch my camera angle here, and we'll just break it down and talk about a little bit of the differences, which you probably already know, but we'll talk about it anyway. Alright, so you have the Protank and the Protank 2. I get it centered on the camera here. It always seems to be a chore. There we go. There you got your Protank 2, which keeps sticking to my rag. There we go. And we have the Protank 1. They're pretty much the exact same diameter. Which you can see here side by side. The look is just slightly different. Get this on. There we go. Just slightly different. It's got more of a squarish look on the Protank 2 than the Protank 1. Differences, very simple. I mean, they added what people wanted them to add. They added the removable drip tip. Then they added pretty much a disassembling Protank. So you could actually take this thing all the way down. Just unscrew this bottom here. Some screws. And then the glass will just pop right out. It's still a Pyrex glass. It feels rather thin for Pyrex, but it is Pyrex. So I assume if you drop this, you are going to shatter it very easily. I have shattered my Protank 1. That's why I've gone through 2 of them by just dropping it on a concrete floor. So be aware that that could happen if you're not careful. And then you got your top cap here, for a little well for your drip tip. So basically the way this works is take the glass out here and I'll show you. This little post here just screws into the threading down in there. Till, you know, it gets snug. Then obviously this bottom base here, let's take that off. That does come off also. So yeah, that screws in like that. And then obviously the glass is going to be in between. I'm just showing you how it screws in. So yeah. Keep dropping this piece. It's the second time now. Last time I dropped it on my computer and it stopped the video. But anyways. Back here, okay. So I showed you how it all screws in together. And inside here, there's a little white O-ring around the bottom area, which seals it up. And same thing for the base here. You got an O-ring down here at the bottom also. It seals it up. But to put it all back together, I believe the glass works either way you put it in. I had an issue installing it either way. So I basically just sit that on there. It sits right there. Take your top. It just sits right on there and you'll thread it into that base. And snug it up. There we go, nice and snug. And then that's pretty much it. Then you would put your head in here. And screw that together. And then pop it in your Protank. And where's the drip tip? Drip tip has been lost. Thought I had one around here. Here we go. Here's one. It's not the one that comes with it, but it's just one I have laying around. And there you go. Kanger Protank 2. fully breaking down. You can fully break it down and clean it out, so that's nice. You can change the drip tip. Very nice add-on, Kanger. Doing a good job at listening to what people are saying. Um, you know what? I'm going to rebuild this head, actually. And you know what? Since I'm down here, I might as well show you how. Let me get some wick and wire. And alright, everybody. So, you saw the uppy closey bit with the Kanger Protank 2. And after rebuilding it on camera for about 5 minutes, I realized it's not going to work. So, I just cut that out. I apologize. I promise this camera's going to get better. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks. I will have the funds to purchase a brand new camera so I can do these uppy closey things a little bit better. But anyways, nonetheless, I did rebuild it. It took me about 5 minutes when I was off camera. It's that much easier when you're not focusing on that little camera and trying to get everything this freaking close. So I did rebuild it. I'm going to test it here on my DNA 20 and see what ohms I'm at, and then I'll fill it up and we'll have a vape and we'll talk about it a little bit more. And let's see, a 1.3 ohm. I put 4 wraps of 32 gauge Canthal with some silica. I have used cotton, and that does work awfully good. But I just had some silica I'm trying to get rid of because I think I'm done with silica. I'm staying in the cotton family now. But let's fill her up. We'll talk about it. Show you how to fill it, I guess. It's pretty much similar to all the other Kangers, the Protanks, the EVODs, and all that. Using some Spacesuit Surprise 18 milligram from Moon Mountain Vapor. That's the same fill technique, just down the side. Nothing to it. Which I'm running low. I hope my juice order gets here soon. Yeah, we're getting really low now. Fill it up a little more. Okay. And we'll call that good. See, I fill it up right about to the top there, which you could actually put a little more in there, but and then just put your base right on. Okay, nice and snug. Make sure everything else is snug. And you can see I could have added a little more juice into there, but that's good enough for me. Well, I'm letting this wick a little bit. Let's see. I will show you that pretty much any drip tip you use will work on this guy with no issue. Alright, there's a few drip tips. You can use pretty much anything you want. Let me get it on my DNA here. Okay. Yeah, you can pretty much use any drip tip you want. This is like actually a cardinal filling tool that fits on there nicely and actually looks kind of nice on here. The Ming drip tip, which is the one drip tip that seems to not want to fit so well. They really push it on there, but it's on there. See, the Ming looks like on a Kanger Protank 2. Just a variety of drip tips will work. Your standard drip tips, you know, your cheap Durlin see-through ones, those will work on there if you want to use that. Anything will work. I haven't had an issue with any 510 drip tips. The one that comes with it also works fine, and I think it looks pretty good. So that's that. Put back on my favorite blue Ming drip tip. As drip tips since I started vaping, which by the way was over a year ago now, so congratulations to me. Let's raise this up. Let's take it to 10 watts. Let's see. You won't see, but 10 watts on the DNA 20, 1.3 ohm. Let's give it a couple primer puffs. There we go. See some bubbles and have vape. You get to actually take those lung hits on here, and it's intense. Getting into those lung hits by watching Grim Green's videos and Rip Trippers. The nicotine really hits you, and you do get a lot of vapor out when you do it. Not that I'm trying to blow clouds and be a smoke machine or anything like that, but the flavor on the Kanger and the The throat head from this device, it's on par with Kanger Protank 1. Nothing has changed. Besides the airflow, I believe is a little bit tighter. If you really are fidgety and you want to get in there and fix that and like that area draw with Protank 1, I personally don't mind either. I don't prefer either. I guess if I had to prefer one, I would say the Protank, 'cause I like area draws, but if you want it to be fidgety, where the air hole is in the 510 connection, somewhere over here, it's not going to pick up because it's so tiny. You could just widen it out with a little pick or something, a dental pick or whatnot. But it doesn't leak, just like the Protank 1. Gurgly, you'll get it on occasion. Not to the point where it makes the device unusable. When I rebuild things, sometimes I do get gurgly, but that's my fault. I don't put enough wick in there. The flavor is just outstanding on these. It's a 1.3 ohm rebuilt head. I wish I could show you how simple it was to rebuild it, but they're pretty much the same as far as vape quality goes. It changes as far as the air you draw. It's a little less. Some people complained about the air draw, so I think that's why I changed it. And now you can break it down, clean it out really nicely. You could buy replacement Pyrex tanks. Unlike the other one, if you broke it, you got to buy a whole new thing. You could get drip tips of your own for it. You know, it's just more user-friendly now is the way to say it. It's more serviceable. You can buy different color tanks for it. Different manufacturers, I'm sure, will make different tanks. Like there's the Tatrol tank, which uses the Kanger Protank 2 and 1 base because they're the same. I'm rambling a lot here. The heads are the same. So you don't have to buy new heads for this. If you have Protank 1 heads, they'll work just fine. I recommend learning how to rebuild them because it's just going to save you money and you could tailor your vape a little bit better. That's about it. I'm a little frustrated with this video due to the fact that the rebuilding part didn't come out right. My camera's acting all funky. My Protank 1, in the midst of this video, decided to start leaking on me. I put a microcoil in there, and that's my fault, not the Protank's fault. I probably didn't build it right. It was working fine for a week now, and now all of a sudden it's leaky and not making connections, so. I noticed with silica and Canthol, well, when I use silica, I get that wire taste. People started to mention this in one of his videos. Same damn taste I get in my mouth when I use silica. But when I use cotton, I don't get that. And that is exactly why I'm leaving silica. A, because, well, that, and then also because the price is a lot more for silica compared to cotton balls or cotton wick. It's a lot cheaper. But anyways, I'm done rambling. I'm going to try to enjoy the rest of my day. This is the only video for today. Fast Tech is slowing my reviews down because I'm actually caught up. I have a disposable e-cigarette to review. I'm waiting until it dies. It's probably going to be next Wednesday also. Eon Smoke sent me some disposables. We're going to look at those. Comparable to the Enjoy King, which seemed to be a fan favorite by about 5,000, 6,000 of you that watched that video, which is great for me. I mean, I've never had so much views besides the one other video I've done. But anyways, that's my own accomplishments and nothing you want to hear about. I thank you all for watching. If you want to get a hold of one of these Protanks, you can check 101vape.com. They ship fast, they're affordable, and just check them out. They got a bunch of cool stuff on their website. Yeah, and again, thank you all for watching. If you'd like, you can click the subscribe button below. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, just PM me, comment below, whatever you feel is necessary. I'll try to get back to you in a reasonable time. And until next time, keep on vaping.